How's it? Today is Monday, February 26th. Snatch is today. Today went very well. Like, strange to be saying that. Not even all things considered. Like, independent of how poorly my training has been going for the last few months, independent of how bad my shoulder has been feeling in the last few months, today was really good because I snatched 90 for 3 threes today. I don't know if I did that in the past. I don't believe I've done 90 for 3 threes. I might have done it when I was doing like a volume phase last year, maybe a few years ago, but I don't recall me doing this at like three triples, right? And kind of when I went into it today, I was very scared about how I would do, 90 is a weight that when I'm looking at things, I don't know if I can make that lift every single time. A few years ago, it was like, okay, a 90 is definitely makeable, so that meant that I would open with like 95 at weightlifting meets. And that recently has gone away. It sucks to say and it sucks to think about, but 90 is not a consistent number for me. And I think that a lot of those things can be attributed to just kind of life circumstances and my job and also injuries, of course, which probably are in some small part due to my job, which really doesn't feel good to say. But I am very happy with how today went. Like, I was very scared to figure out that, oh shit, today is the day I'm supposed to go for three triples at 90. And what my brother would say when I tell him that, like, oh, I'm scared about this. Like, I'm scared to do this lift. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And he'd always just be like, don't be scared. Just do what you know how to do. You're plenty strong for this, and just don't be scared. So that's what I did today. Did my best. Don't be scared. About halfway through, I was like, I made the first 2 reps. There's no reason why I can't make this third rep. And then once that first set was done, it's like, okay, I made that first set. Why wouldn't I be able to make the second set? And then, with a lot of self-talk, you're like, that's a pretty negative way of looking at it. Why wouldn't I be able to make this second set? Then it slowly became, these are the reasons why I'm going to make this second set. And the third set's like, okay, yeah, I can do this, like, for sure. So here's my first set here, 90. Again, 90 has never been, not never, 90 hasn't been consistent in the last 7 months. It hurts to say that, but probably last time 90 was feeling okay was last year, around this time last year. In 2 weeks from now, last year, I guess. But like March, second week of March of last year, I snatched from the blocks 110, which is my most from any position ever. And I feel like I'm primed to be making a push for 110 from the ground in the next 2 weeks. Maybe that's like overshooting and being overzealous, but if you think about where the weights would be going, if I do everything correctly in the next 2 weeks, 95 for 3 threes next week, 100 for 3 threes the week after that. And that would mean that so last week, Friday, I snatched 95 for 2 singles, right? So then next week is going to be 100 for 2 singles. Actually, no, this week, sorry. This week is going to be 100 for 2 singles. Then next week's 105. And the week after that's 110. If I do everything perfectly, sleep and eat properly and make sure that I'm in the right mental space, make sure that I'm doing all of my rehab stuff, make sure everything is just, clean. And I think I can do it. Like, I don't look how easy that was. 90. I don't recall feeling this confident about my lifting probably in the last year. You know, it's like in my head I'm always like, yeah, I think maybe if I did these things correctly, I can perhaps reach that weight, right? But now it's like I think I can fucking do it, which I don't know. I it's weird to say that out loud because that's the first time I said it out loud. 110 for a single from the ground. That would be crazy for me. That is short-term goal. Of course, long-term goal is 115, just so that I can qualify for nationals. But I feel like a lot of this is due to me focusing a lot on my thoracic spine mobility, T-spine mobility. I was talking to David about that today. And like ever since I started doing those twice a day on days I lift and once before I go to sleep on days I don't lift, my shoulders starting to feel better. It feels like my upper body is a little bit more active and a little bit primed to be in positions that I need to be for weightlifting. And that's just something I've never done before. So like maybe when I get to actually strengthening my upper back, my T-spine area, after gaining the mobility, which, you know, I'm kind of in that phase where I'm going to need to start doing some exercises to help increase the strength there. Maybe I'm going to be able to clean more because my upper back doesn't hurt, like isn't painful when I catch the bar. That's something that used to happen. That's something that used to stop me from cleaning more because it would just be like a sharp pain in the middle of my back. And that's like I wasn't limited by my leg strength or my hip extension for the cleans. I was limited by my pain in my upper back, which is not something that should be stopping a clean, right? As far as these snatch pulls go, it doesn't look like I'm moving super quick in my opinion, but at the same time, these snatch pulls felt really easy. You know, 100 for 5.5s. I'm going to be snatching this next week. I'm going to be snatching this at the end of this week. That's my goal for now. You know, short-term goals. You know, if you knock out enough of the short-term goals, then the long-term goals, like you can see them at the end of the tunnel. And it just gets better and better and better. And that's my goal for this week. You know, snatch 100 on Friday. And these are definitely helping me because, you know, from the ground, the snatch is really difficult from the ground, but it feels like once I get set, I can pull from this position and it feels really solid. And I don't know if that's what it looks like to you, but for me, like the feeling is probably a little bit more important. But after that, finished off with some pull-ups here, did my 8 sets of 5, and then my Palloff press. I'm just super happy with how today went. Like elated as far as the progress I've made to even get here or maybe get back here. I don't know if this is a PR or not. I'll probably go and look through my notes and stuff, but yeah, all of the videos are online, so if you know, like, let me know. I'm excited for what's coming this week. I'm excited for what's coming next week and what's coming after that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Today was a good one. I feel like it's something that I deserved, you know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Shoots.